In this video, I am going to explain about the components of a computer. All type of computers follow the same basic logic structure, which look like this. That is, it takes a raw input data and performs some operations to convert that data to a information that is useful for users. So first of all, it will take the input, which is the process of entering data and instructions into the computer system, and store data, which is the process of saving data and instructions so that they are available for processing as required. Then processing data, it will perform arithmetic logic operations on data in order to convert it into the useful information that needed for the user. Then output information, it is a process of producing the useful information. That is, the information that required by the user will be produced. That is, if it can be a printed report or it can be a visual display or anything else. And we have a control unit which will directs the manner and sequence in which all the above operations, that is input take the input unit, memory unit, arithmetic and logic operations, and output unit, all the workflow is controlled by the control unit. So this is the basic information. And in the input unit, this unit will contain the devices with the help of which we enter the data into the computer, which can be a keyboard, which can be a mouse, etc. And this unit will create a link between the user and the computer. That is, user will be inserting the data through the input unit. The input devices translate the information into a form that will be understandable for the computer. And next we have the central processing unit, which is the memory unit, control unit, and arithmetic unit. All together is called a central processing unit. This will considered as the brain of our computer. CPU performs all the types of data processing operations. That it can be a it stores the data, intermediate results, that is, it will convert it into a form in which that is usable for the computer. Instructions, it will give the instructions, that is programming and everything. It will control the operations of all the part of the computer. So we can see in the figure itself that the CPU have mainly three components, which is arithmetic logic unit, memory unit, and control unit. And the output unit, which will be communicated to the user. That is, the output unit consists of devices with the help of which we get the information, that the user get the information from the computer. So this can be our display, our display in which we see the result. It can be a printer that in which we get the printed data, or visual display, or anything. The output, this unit is a link between the computer and the users. And output devices translate the computer's output into a form that is understandable for the user. Input unit convert the data that is understandable for the computers, and output do the reverse operation of the same. This is the basic components of the computer and basic working of a computer.